Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Did you miss your hands when you clap?
No, I clapped after 2 for some reason.
Oh.
I didn't hear it. It's fine. Yeah, you can take that into account.
It's the official podcast coming at you at episode number 289, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jackson, what do you got for us today?
Oh, today's a special day, Charlie. I knew you were going to call on me first, so I definitely prepared a topic of my own for this wonderful show this evening. Jurassic World, what's it called? Dominion. It's the worst movie of the last year, definitely. It is so excruciatingly boring.
I can tell from the one scene that I watched.
What scene did you see?
Well, Charlie, can I tell this story, or are you okay with me telling this?
I already told the story,
okay.
so yeah, you're welcome.
So this man, a couple days ago, he texts me, and he says, I want to read it verbatim because it is the most out of nowhere and funny thing I've gotten in a while. So this man texts me, and I quote, unprompted, we weren't even talking earlier, unprompted, he says, I watched Jurassic World last night, but dozed off because it was so boring, but I woke up and saw a bat fly across the screen, and now I've been freaking out about rabies. Tiana thinks it could have been something in the movie, so I was hoping you could grab that and record the scene where I saw the bat so I can know for sure. Super request, I know. Or super weird request, I know. This man thought a bat snuck into the movie theater and flew across the screen, and no one cared or did anything.
Wait, you thought it was in the movie?
Well, Tiana suggested it made it, because I was still like woozy, because I was in and out of sleep. She thought maybe I was just waking up and confused something on screen for a bat.
I got the same message from him about the whole rabies thing, but he didn't include that bit. You said it was like in the corner of the fucking theater. I was like, what kind of rundown cinema is this?
It went across the screen into the curtains. That's what I thought I saw. I asked if Andrew could download it for me and check.
And Why couldn't you download it?
And I did. I was so curious because he comes at me with this fantastical tale. So I said, okay, now I have to see what the fuck he's talking about. It was snow. It was the snow moving across the screen during the snow scene.
The scene had snow, and we don't know if it was me being half asleep thinking snow was a bat, or if it really was a bat.
Oh, Why were you half asleep in the middle of a movie? Was it that
Because the movie fucking sucks. Yeah, it was terrible.
Does fucking
That's
suck.
fair.
It was really bad.
So
my partner fell asleep doing it as well.
It's also almost 2.5 hours. It was really long.
That's always the most I'll say this till I die. It's always the most offensive thing when something so shit is also so long. Like, it's so disrespectful. Surely the people working on it had to know it was shit. So just cut it in half. Let me get out of there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Fuck. Because here's the problem. If they're making it that long, it's offensive to me because, like, the rationale is they probably think it's good then, right? Because they want to make more of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just dumb. It's so the egos
why does it suck?
Of these Hollywood
Give us a
people.
reason. What happens? Who's the bad dino guy now?
It's the Giganotosaurus, aka the Joker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that's what
that.
they said. That's what they said leading up to it. No,
Does he hate society?
That was a lie. Again, I'm so sick of being lied to. He was not like the Joker at all. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he was nothing like the Joker.
I wish he was like the Joker. Also, it was really weird because for the first time in like Jurassic Park and world history, I don't think there was really a dinosaur antagonist. He kind of just showed up at the end just to get killed by the T-Rex.
Whoa, spoilers. Also, for the first time
who fucking cares?
Wait, isn't that what happened in the first movie? It got killed by the T-Rex?
Well, yeah, but in the first movie, the dinosaurs are the problem. They're the conflict. In this movie, the dinosaurs, they don't play a role in the story at all. They just sometimes chase the characters, but that's it. Like, that's all. They're not actually central to the plot or anything. The only like plot element is that these locusts that have been genetically engineered are destroying crops.
Why? Why is there genetically engineered locusts? Why would you even do that?
because there's an evil genetic engineering company called Biosyn who made the locust.
Their name is called Biosyn, and no one thinks they're evil right off the bat.
That's what made me. That's why they made me so mad, because in the very beginning of the movie, the whole plot is so trash. There's two different plots basically, but it's so bad. So what happens is these locusts are eating crops, and it's like a giant plague, like one of like the 7 plagues of Egypt or something. Like they're just destroying all the crops, and then the lady sees like crops that aren't destroyed and says, "Do you plant the same seeds as them?" And then she says, "No, those are Biosyn seeds." She's like, "Oh, so Biosyn seeds are immune to these locusts. Interesting." And Biosyn's a genetic engineering company.
Yeah,
so
they have the dinosaur contract, by the way, from the government. So everyone knows they're working on like dinosaur genomes and shit.
Yeah, and everyone knows these locusts are genetically engineered, so it's not a mystery. You immediately know Biosyn has to be behind it because their seeds aren't being attacked, but everything else is. It's so stupid. There's no actual, like stakes is the wrong word, but there's no actual intrigue because you already know Biosyn's engineering these locusts immediately.
But somehow they don't. Somehow,
That's
like,
such a
the world
stupid
doesn't.
fucking name for your evil organization too. It's like if Apple rebranded as Rotten Apple or something. Like no one would buy that product. Biosyn sounds really stupid.
It's so even in the world of the movie though, everyone would know it's Biosyn. It takes literally 1 second of thinking. It's like, oh, genetically engineered crops are fine from a genetically engineered menace that are attacking everything but those crops. Maybe the company that makes those seeds is behind it.
No, we can't possibly know. We'll have to send ourselves into their facility
Yeah,
in an espionage mission to get proof directly from the specimens there. They had to, so they went there to this facility just to extract blood from the specimens there, even though there's a bunch of locusts on the outside. I didn't understand that at all. That's all they did when they got there.
There's thousands of locusts out in the world because it's going to be an ecological disaster and a worldwide famine. But for some reason, they go right to the source of it to take a fucking sample. And I initially thought she was just taking a picture of the locust at the Biosyn facility because she pulls out like her phone as the guy's like holding the locust. It's so stupid. It's so unbelievably stupid.
The whole movie is so stupid.
So fucking
obviously spoilers for this movie.
Oh, not Jurassic.
I really don't care.
Fucking world's
If you're
plot.
actually, if I'm doing you a favor, if you're excited to go into this movie, you're going to be disappointed. So hearing it this way is probably for the best. So eventually, though, they wanted to have like a climactic third arc of the movie. So what they do is, in that scene where they're getting the DNA from the locust in the facility, afterwards they break out of their containment and the evil guy like burns them all. He puts like a flamethrower on them, which is like he's trying to wipe out the evidence. Basically, he's trying to like destroy all of the locusts so that it can't be pinned on them. So he puts like a flamethrower machine on in their containment center, burns all the locusts, but somehow they fucking escape from the facility and rain like meteors all over the dinosaurs on the outside, the dinosaurs and the people and the landscape outside. So they just really wanted there to be like a meteor symbolism for the final act. So they actually like contrived up a scenario where the locusts are on fire. It was so fucking dumb.
I get it
so
because
bad.
that wiped out the dinos. So are the locusts an actual threat to the dinos?
Well, they're a threat to the world.
Yeah, like ecology, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
We only ever really see them destroy one farm, though.
Yeah.
It was a special farm.
God, that
Oh,
movie
but
is so fucking awful.
The movie was just so good, though. We got to see our favorite characters back since the first movie, and they were electric on screen. I was happy to see them back.
Jeff Goldblum's in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum's slowly becoming too self-aware, in my opinion.
I feel like he's
What
been
do you mean?
self-aware for the last like 10 years. Like he usually just takes roles going, yeah, I'm gonna Jeff Goldblum this.
True. Yeah, I guess it's just getting a bit tired to me. Like I know
I
what
was
he's gonna
thinking
do
the
on-
same thing. I was thinking the exact. Every line he delivers is delivered like Jeff Goldblum parody. Every single fucking line he has in this movie, it's so silly. It's. I think it's well run its course now.
No.
You know what's funny to me, Charlie? They fucked up their own like world building, because in the first Jurassic World movie, you know how Chris Pratt does the whole hands up thing to tame Blue?
Oh my god, and then every character in this movie does it every time they see a dinosaur.
The whole point of that hand gesture, like putting his hand up to like stop Blue, was the fact that he had built like this strong relationship with Blue. That's what that was conveying. But now it's just a superhero symbol to stop dinosaurs in their tracks.
Yeah,
and it works every time.
Yeah,
that throws away the entire fucking tension, because the idea was Chris Pratt was the only one who learned to respect them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
No, there's no tension in this movie at all. There's no stakes, no tension, no like
Jesus.
edgy of seat moment, because you know no one's gonna die. There's nothing concerning. Even oh, for fuck's sake! There's a moment where the whatever the
Giganotosaurus.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't say this. where the Jokosaurus is like circling around a car slowly towards all 7 main characters, just like following them around the car, doing absolutely nothing because Chris Pratt has his hands up in in that pose. There's no tension whatsoever. And then for some reason they just have to have him fight the T-Rex at the end, even though no one gives a fuck. And of course they do the fucking thing where the T-Rex dies but then opens its eyes at the end as well and gets back up.
Yeah, but it was cool. I actually liked that scene because it was a tag team fight. They got out like this like Wolverine dinosaur with these giant fucking claws, and the T-Rex like headbutts the Jokosaurus into him and just skewers him. It was really pretty cool. I really enjoyed their final fight, and I love the cheesy line they delivered right before it, because the Giganotosaurus and the T-Rex were like circling each other around the humans, and then I don't remember who it was. One of them was like, "This isn't meant for us." So then they all split off in different directions away from the fight to watch. It was really pretty cool, I thought.
The Edward Scissorhands dinosaur that you're talking about, Tyrannosaurus, there was a cool scene, slightly cool, probably the coolest scene in the movie, where he was stalking Claire through the forest, that I guess could have had tension, because it was kind of like a horror, not horror, but it was a tense scene for most people, I would say, unless you know that Tyrannosaurus is a vegetarian or herbivore, so there was actually no tension at all there. He was just following her for some fucking reason. I don't think they knew it was probably a herbivore, because he like slaughtered a goat for some reason, which was dumb. Oh man.
I love the way it fights, because it just slaps things with its giant claws. It was pretty cool.
It impales the dinosaur at the end.
Yeah.
I will say,
also, you guys liked it.
No.
The dinosaur fighting I actually liked, yeah. I thought it was probably some of the best in the series so far.
Yeah, the visuals were fairly good.
And unfortunately, this movie's going to make a shitload of money just because that's what most audiences want.
I feel like most people are going to be bored,
the audience loves
though.
this. No, this is one of those rare instances where the audience is like loving this movie. It has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my god, really?
God.
The critics gave it 30%.
No, wait, it's got a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. What are you talking about?
Not the audience score. That always blows my mind.
How? What?
Wow, yeah, the audience loves this. Holy shit.
They're gonna keep making these guys.
It's so fucking bad.
I will say it was sold out when I went, but it was opening night as well.
Let's get a little like key into the audience here. One of the most upvoted reviews on Rotten Tomatoes is, "The movie was good. I liked how everyone came together and knew about each other." 5 stars.
What? Is that a bot?
That's a real human. It's Tanya G.
These are real people.
I know. It's so sad.
Okay, this is a good segue because I wanted to talk about AI on this episode, but I think this is it. This is the application that they're going to use it for. They're just going to rent their fucking AI slave bots out to movie companies so they can spam Rotten Tomatoes with fake reviews that say Jurassic Park is good.
Yeah, that's why I can't take the AI threat too seriously, because I can see where we currently are with bots and stuff, and they're just dumb.
I love these fucking reviews. Do not listen to the people who said this movie was absolutely bad. This movie was amazing. New dinosaurs, kidnapping, technology.
Oh my god.
That's the
I
three pillars of a good movie.
I'm honestly kind of envious of people that live that simple of a life where it's like technology, 5 stars.
Even when they get just excited that a dinosaur shows up on screen, like a new dinosaur shows up on screen for a little bit.
I just can't even wrap my head around that kind of excitement. Like, oh fuck, dinosaurs, kidnapping! Ah!
I wish I lived simply like that too. Sometimes, where you just had no standards, you just liked everything.
Well, they have to be old people or children.
Yeah,
I don't know.
God, I fucking wish, man. Every time, I just wish I was the fucking moron. Just everything was great. The world was always sunny.
What do we call them? They're just called consumers, right?
Ignorance,
consumers.
Yeah. Ignorant consumers. Ignorance is bliss. Whatever saying you want to slap onto that.
Wow.
No. I mean, I'm willing to bet that these people.
So bad.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet most of these people just haven't seen better movies or don't understand what makes a better movie.
It makes me so sad though, because you could be enjoying these kinds of movies with actually good scripts.
Yeah,
but we just accept so much shit.
I honestly think it's the opposite. I think the opposite of you, Andrew. I think they see so many movies that they just want the same shit over and over again. It's like a comfort food. So like they get excited every time.
I could see that too. People who just mass consume, so they just get that dopamine, like little dopamine hit when they're the same people that clap at Star Wars when Luke Skywalker walks in.
Well, I think that element is wanting to be a part of like a community thing. Like you want to be clapping along with other people. You want to feel involved in something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I could get it from
Jurassic
that
Park community.
Oh, the dino community's big. There's a big dino community.
They have a huge 7 to 9 year old market.
No, it's getting older now.
It's
aging up with me, really.
Jackson, you're skewing the curve.
I still like dinosaurs. They can't ruin dinosaurs for me.
Every
community that I'm like, any community that has a niche that I'm interested in is getting ruined currently, like Star Wars as well.
Yeah, you're kind of like a plague upon these communities.
Holy shit, Jackson, you're right. Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Halo, Mass Effect, the list goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you like is turning to shit.
I don't know.
Stop it, Jackson. Cut it out.
It's not me. I'm cursed. It's like the entertainment gods. You better like hope that I don't attach myself to your universe.
How's Destiny going?
Destiny's in a good place, actually.
Okay, you should stop playing it.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to be ruined. It goes through phases, though. It has been ruined in the past.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming around.
These reviews aren't even good bots. Like, look at this one from Paul Y. Great movie and love old Easter eggs and homage to all movies in franchise.
Come on, he loved all the Easter eggs.
You know what it is? It's probably like how children like to feel they're smart. Like they like to be told that they were correct. It's like if you understood the reference in this movie, you feel proud of yourself. Maybe that's why people like it.
100%. People love references.
Yeah.
I saw that all over the place when I was seeing like what everyone else was saying. I saw some people be like, "Oh, I loved all of the homages to the franchise and the callbacks. It really made the movie super special."
I'm getting so sick of that, man. I want original fucking properties to come out. I feel like as time goes on, it's becoming more and more about reboots and fucking references. I want new stuff.
It can be in the same franchise and still not rely on references and homages.
Well,
and stuff
that's what I mean. Yeah, you generate a new movie, and then instead of having it be a reboot of an old thing we've already done or like crammed with references to other stuff, make it a new thing in the same universe. Like fucking like Star Wars is the worst offender. Like, why do we need the fucking Han Solo movie and then also a TV show about Obi-Wan before Luke? Like, why don't we just make a new set of characters? Star Wars is such a big, interesting universe. Just generate a totally new story. It doesn't need to always connect back to Darth Vader through 9 fucking points of relevance. It's boring.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Speaking of Obi-Wan, that show sucks.
Oh, yeah. Those chase scenes are the best chase scenes in television history.
It's the chase scenes are probably the best part of the fucking show right now.
They're
It's
so good.
It's so bad.
They're chasing a child, and then they're chasing a child, and they're hit by a small branch, and he goes, "Damn it, I can't continue this pursuit anymore."
It's fucking awful.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Jackson made me watch one episode with him for the Patreon, and I still maintain that I don't think Jackson wanted to make fun of it. I think you just legitimately wanted somebody to watch it with you. So you tricked me.
No, yeah, it's fun watching stuff with you.
Oh, thank you. Not that show though.
The show is just bad, though. It is sad to see what's happened, because I think Ewan McGregor is a cool Obi-Wan, but this show is awful.
What's all right? Can we talk about spoilers then? Because I want to know what you're referencing in particular.
The most recent episode 4, when there's the fight, the cool fight with the.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I'll just describe it then. This isn't really spoilery. There's a fight that breaks out. Obi-Wan is cornered by 2 stormtroopers and a seeker droid, but Ewan McGregor's kind of old, so he can't do a lot of his cool moves, so what ends up happening is the stormtroopers and the seeker droid just keep missing at point blank, and then eventually the stormtrooper and seeker droid shoot each other around Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan starts deflecting the stormtrooper's bolts, but not because he's moving his lightsaber, it's because the stormtrooper just keeps shooting his lightsaber, which is held static in front of his head. He doesn't really do much movement, I guess. Why? Because he doesn't want to move that much, and then he kills that stormtrooper. It's like a 1 minute.
Be cool. What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be cool. It's like Obi-Wan's back in business, baby. He's here again.
So is it just poor action direction, or?
Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, it is beyond poor choreography here.
Well, I guess that makes sense since the whole chase scenes have been really bad.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. And then at the end of the episode, which is what a lot of people are criticizing because it's super silly, in order to escape a hostile area with the girl, with this is a spoiler now, but whatever, with Leia, he gets a large trench coat and a hat, and he puts Leia in the trench coat and walks with her out with it. That's the whole scene.
Why
Star Wars and Jurassic World just
sucks.
need to go on like a 10-year break.
Why do we need to know every single facet of every tiny step of what Obi-Wan did before the movies? The whole point of episode 4 is Obi-Wan was a character shrouded with mystique and a strange past. That was the whole point. God damn it. I'm so sick of this.
It's such a
now they're
so
trying to milk
bad.
it.
It's just so fucking bad. They don't even try. They really don't even try.
Well, that's what entertainment businesses do, though. It's the system. You make one good thing. Well, this is the goal anyway. You want to make one good thing to attract a large audience, and then you milk that shit till it's dry.
What people don't realize in these fucking positions is people want a continuation. They don't want like the same thing redone without anything somewhat new. Like I
You
get
say that.
Well, no, I get when you have a universe and you can throw in references and other cheap things to make people like entertained by it. But so many franchises just fucking spin themselves in the ground because like they go to make a sequel and there's just nothing to it. It's just the same shit over and over and over again. So tired of it.
You say that, but we've already established that people love this.
I know. But this is also how they die.
Who the people?
Fucking sucks. Can I just read another Jurassic World review to cheer myself up?
Please.
I found a good one.
Please.
It's nice to know that there are people out there that are enjoying it.
This has 5 stars.
Aw.
Related to other Jurassic Saga? Yes. Old cast from other Jurassic Saga? Yes. Cursing? Yes. Funny? Some parts? Yes.
Some parts.
That's the whole review.
It wasn't even funny enough to fucking get a yes from this guy. This fucking robot.
I
But
love
it's
this.
related to the
this
other
trailer.
saga. That's 5 stars.
That is 5 stars. And cursing, yes.
It has cursing. Yes.
That is pretty fucking epic.
Gotta love
do love
cursing.
Some
Big
parts are
curse.
funny. Yes.
Yes, some parts though, not all. No.
I want to know which parts weren't funny to him.
There's a couple jokes that just fell flat.
Well, they just went over his head. He didn't understand it.
I truly
yeah.
wonder what it's going to take for a major franchise like this to get a unanimously hated movie. Like, do they need to make it an hour of Chris Pratt like taking a shit in front of the camera?
I can tell you
they
what
would
it
love
is.
that.
I can tell you what it is. You just need to have a creator that is like a social pariah. Because look what happened with J.K. Rowling and then Secrets of Dumbledore.
To be fair, that movie is absolutely atrocious on its own right.
Yeah, but so is this.
That's a good question, though. Imagine there's a new Star Wars, and it's really competent, and it's about new characters, and the story's good, but it's made by a social pariah. Do you think people would unanimously hate it, and it would bomb?
No.
No.
Are you crazy? People would pick sides. If, like, okay, you could have the same movie directed once by, like, Johnny Depp and then by Amber Heard, and people would pick sides.
What?
If you took a social pariah like Amber Heard, you could still have that bitch, like, direct a movie right now and it would still be popular, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people would genuinely give a shit on, like...
No, I completely disagree.
Wallets.
These movies are built off the backs of the passionate communities that are terminally online. These are the most invested communities in the media age. If you have a social pariah at the helm of them, that's going to bleed through the community and cause them to like turn away from it because they're so connected.
Do you think so? Because, like, I mean, the average moviegoer, do you think he's aware of, like, drama when he goes to the movies? Like some fucking soccer mom with her little daughter going to see Dumbledore? Do you think she?
I think the casual audiences only hear about it because of all the noise generated by the passionate fans.
I think it's the $150 million of marketing is why they hear about the movie.
100%. Wait,
why did Secrets of Dumbledore fail then?
Because no one wanted it. The one before it was bad. Also, there wasn't a lot of marketing behind Secrets of Dumbledore. Most people didn't know it came out. I think you're doing... What do you mean, why?
Why was there no marketing? Was it because the creator was a social pariah now?
Very possibly.
I mean, that might be the case, but that's still not the community doing it. They just didn't know about it. But
it's a byproduct of the community. That's what I'm saying. The community causes business decisions to be made.
I don't... You know what? Did it even fail? Did the movie even fail? Let's see.
That was a good question.
But I was going to say, this is exactly what they just did with Morbius, where people overestimate the power of, like, the internet reach. There's still a huge disconnect between internet and casual. Like, most people... And Secrets of Dumbledore didn't fail. It made $400 million. It doubled its budget.
Oh my god.
That is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. It did only make $40 million on opening, though. I'm curious, what's the downward trend from the other movies?
Dude, I don't know, but again, keep in mind also that
$400 million could still be a failure in the eyes of the publisher.
Let's see what Crimes of Grindelwald pulled in. It pulled in 650. So yeah, it was a lot more popular, but this one was also really bad. People hated it, so they probably weren't going to see the third one.
Well, also it's been around for years and years. Like 4 years of a head start, yeah. I'm sure this one will crack 650 at some point.
Oh, Morbius.
150.
Morbius is an interesting one.
Didn't really have a social pariah in that
Morbius has a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Most people care that much. Like, do you really?
They don't.
Also, keep in mind, you're talking about a very tiny minority in, like, America. Do you think some Brazilian moviegoer gives a shit about Amber Heard and her drama?
I think most box office still comes from America, though.
I don't know if that's true. Could be.
I'm pretty sure it does, because most other countries, I think, apart from, like, Europe, probably, like, pirate most of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I just think a hard claim to prove.
I just think most of the box office comes from the US.
But actually, it's the opposite. The majority of the box office comes from international.
We have movie theaters in Turkey too, Jackson. We don't all have to just pirate shit. America doesn't have a monopoly on movie theaters. I just realized what a fucking backhanded thing that was to say.
In Turkey, they have a little town. They have a town square, and they have a projector, and some guy just sets up his laptop with the pirated movie, and like 4,000 people show up to watch it.
Yeah, you can only watch the authentic copy in America. Everything else is bootleg.
Yeah.
Well, but all right. So my logic for that was, why would movies be directed towards an American audience then? Like,
all right, let me give you a counterpoint then, Jackson. If you're confused about that,
I haven't finished my sentence.
Why would you? It doesn't matter. Why would you go to a wedding? without a suit from Indochino.
What's with your attitude today? You're so bitchy.
I'm really tired.
Who's got the... Who, me or him? I feel like we're both
no, I was
bitchy.
talking about Jackson. I'm sorry.
In that case, I'm spry and awake. God. Jackson, we're approaching the 30-minute mark. I have to work this in. I have to.
Yes. Please tell me about Suits.
I will. If you're going to the premiere of the next Star Wars cash-in, or maybe you want to make Jurassic Park World Dominion 2 bigger dinosaur, bigger cursing, a big event for the family.
Yes.
Perhaps you should wear a custom-fitted suit from Indochino. It's going to make you look great. It's going to make you feel confident. You're going to enjoy the big day without fussing over your clothes. You're going to be able to choose every detail on your suit, the shirt, the dinner jacket, and more at, here's the keyword here, affordable prices. Let me tell you something. I bought a suit like 4 years ago. I think it was for 2019, guy, wasn't it, Charlie? Do you remember?
I don't think you bought a suit for it, but you did have a suit.
Yeah, I might have bought it before then, but I bought it because the idea was I was like, I want to just have this for like when I need a suit, because why not? I just need one. You really only need one. And I've had to like alter it and get it cleaned and all this shit. And it's like, suits are expensive. Just straight up. When you buy a suit, if you buy it from a suit store, they are expensive. They can get fucking pricey. It is shocking. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. I think I paid $7 for because it was on sale, and I am more comfortable in this than most suits. What the fuck? Fuck suits. But if you go with Indochino, it's going to be tailor-fitted to you. You're going to get your choice of fabrics. It's going to start at just $4.29, which for a suit is pretty fucking reasonable. Go to a suit store, see how much a full suit's gonna cost you. Straight up, do some comparisons. You will lose your shit.
At least $2,000, right?
You could see Jurassic World Dominion like 500 times before you could afford a suit. They're crazy. But if you want to get it personalized, you can. If you want to check out the fact they're always adding new pieces and options, you can do that. You can explore all of their different styles, all their different fabrics, all their everything. You can also get $50 off of any purchase of $3.99 or more by using promo code OFFICIAL at Indochino.com. That's $50 off of a purchase of $400 or more at Indochino.com, promo code OFFICIAL. If you've got a big day coming up, get the perfect look with Indochino. And look! It's the next ad. I didn't even have to preface it. I didn't even have to say anything leading into it because you can hear me saying it. You can hear me saying this ad. And you're going to wonder, well, what does that matter to me? I live in America where we get Jurassic World on launch day and I don't have to watch it in the town square where Euromesh or whatever his name is pirates it from his fucking BitLocker server. Well, that's because you live in America, you asshole. You insensitive fuck. Think about all the starving people, all the terrible people starved for internet data because they don't have ExpressVPN. Think about all the people who have Netflix and they go, let me watch American Show number 6, blocked. Okay, well, let me watch UK comedy number 4, blocked. Let me watch Japanese anime number 506, blocked. Isn't that terrible? Do you want to live that life? No. You want ExpressVPN because you can control which country you're in and hop on whatever Netflix you want. We just had an episode a couple weeks ago about how this is becoming oversaturated and over fucking complicated. If you want to watch a show, you got to check which provider it's on and if it's available in your country and where you can find it and how you sign up for it and what service. It doesn't matter. Get ExpressVPN, change to one of 90 different countries, and hop on any fucking service. You'll eventually find one where it's going to have what you want. So you don't have to sign up for a million different places. You don't have to fuck around with a million different programs or backdoor entries or use your brother's password on your cousin's fucking Netflix account or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just use ExpressVPN. On top of that, secure data, super fast connections, works on your phone, laptop, smart TVs. Why not use it? Stop paying full price for streaming services only to get a fraction of the content. Get your money's worth with expressvpn.com/official. Don't forget to use the link so you can get 3 extra months for free. expressvpn.com/official. expressvpn.com/official. You're probably worn out by now. You're probably fucking tired of hearing me talk. You're ready to go to sleep. You've probably just gotten fed up with my stupid fucking voice. Well, that's too goddamn bad, because I'm going to lull you into sleep on a Helix sleep mattress. Are you sleeping yet? You should be, because if you were in a Helix sleep mattress right now, you would be asleep, because you would relax. You would fall comfortably into that mattress saying, well, thank God I took the Helix sleep quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches my body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for me. My God, I know that Helix mattresses are unique and come in soft, medium, firm, and large, and designed to cool down in the summer. I know for a fact that if I'm looking for the mattress, I don't even need to worry if it's a good mattress or not, because it's the best mattress pick of GQ and Wired magazine in 2020. I don't need to think about anything else. I can fill my fucking brain with gray noise and white static, because I took the quiz at helixsleep.com/official, and oh, my neck is oddly supported. What the fuck is going on? It's not on the mattress itself. It seems to be floating on something of pure comfort. Are those 2 free pillows? Oh, wait a minute. What's this under my mattress? Is that $200 that I saved? No, it couldn't be, but it is. Helix is offering $200 off on all mattress orders and 2 free pillows if you go to helixsleep.com/official. It's the mattress fairy, that's right. They're not offering the mattress fairy. She works for Helix Sleep. You can't have her, but you can have her magical power of $200 off and 2 free pillows. Just take the 2-minute sleep quiz, figure out what mattress is good for you, and go to helixsleep.com/official.
You know, go take the quiz even if you're not going to buy it. It's fun. It's a fun quiz. It's like those BuzzFeed quizzes. You get to figure out what mattress you are. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out.
And then buy it.
And go make a custom suit, even if you're not planning on buying it too. Just hop in there, give them your measurements. Fuck around with it.
Go pirate movies and video games, even if you don't plan on watching them.
Do you think there's a person out there that just goes around to all of these services and it does those quizzes and stuff like that, and all of the
probably
yeah.
There's a reason.
There has to be.
There's a reason BuzzFeed makes so many of them. They're just so effective at getting your attention, because you're like, you have to know. I have to know. What's my answer? What do I get?
God. It's been so pervasive for so long. It's still a thing. I can't believe it.
Yeah. That's been around since like 1.0 internet, like AOL days. Fucking AOL and Yahoo and all that shit used to have like personality quizzes and shit like that all the time. That's old internet stuff. It's effective. We should make one for our show.
People still do it. I mean, there's like so many famous tests. Like what was the personality type one that? Wait, Jackson didn't believe in that, did he? Or
Myers-Briggs?
No, I believe. Yeah. No, I was the one that believed in that. I believe in Myers-Briggs.
See, dummies like you, and then you have the the political compass.
You didn't even know if I believed in it or not. You didn't know if you believed in it or not.
I don't remember anymore. That was an episode a while ago. Point is, there's still a lot of dummies who love those tests. Oh well, they're retarded. Oh, by the way, Sassy Jackson, I'll say, from my experience, I much preferred watching movies in Turkish theaters than in German ones.
What's
for what it's worth. The difference is that Turkish
I would imagine like gunshots.
No, the difference is that Turkish people don't have the means to dub the movies, so I can actually watch them in the original English, whereas in Germany it's only German.
Oh, that's lame.
It is really lame.
Yeah.
You know what's surprising that's still around to me along the same vein? Those Watch Mojo top 10s. I just checked them out, and they're still churning out
their view
videos
counts
every 3 hours.
Their view counts are huge, crazy. Though.
It's not. I'm looking at it right now. It's like each of their videos are getting like 30k views because they're so weirdly specific now.
Maybe they fell off. They used to get huge numbers of views doing it.
Well, they were also a lot less. They weren't doing like 10 a day or anything. They used to do like big ones like, here's the top 10 gory moments from horror movies, like really broad ones.
Their view counts are trash, but they still have 24.5 million subs. Like, they're still huge.
Who's gonna watch top 10 Jurassic Park characters that got what they deserved?
Oh, here's a really good one. Top 10 most powerful superheroes in The Boys. That show has a total of like 13 superheroes on screen.
Yeah, there's not a ton of superheroes that get showed off in the show, so that's gonna be a pretty expansive list.
Also, why'd they move it up to top 20 sometimes as well? Just stick with 10.
I know, top 20 banned kids' toys.
Oh my god, this fucking sucks.
This one's for you, Jackson. Top 10 most epic movies over 3 hours long. God, this channel sucks.
Category.
Also, this isn't a good look. I mean, you have like almost 25 million subscribers, but your videos get 30,000 views.
Yeah, it's bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
When your whole thing is one gimmick.
They're a very like older YouTube format. Just kind of outrage clickbait lists. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I have a different topic. Yeah, I had a topic I wanted to bring to the show. So it was a couple nights ago. I couldn't sleep, and I was laying in my Helix mattress. And I was on my phone, and I was like, all right, the Morbius 24/7 streams were a lot of fun. Let's see what other 24/7 I can find. Like, I'm just curious, what's on Twitch, what's falling through the cracks.
You filthy pirate.
And I found a Family Guy 24/7 stream.
Oh, no.
I could not believe what I was watching. It is one of the most joyless and unfunny fucking shows I've ever seen.
Family Guy is just fucking sad.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, so I've said this before, Tiana usually watches like an entire series, like just having it on idly when she goes to bed. So I'll come into bed and there'll be Family Guy playing or something. So I've seen a lot of it. It's so unbearably bad.
Yeah, it's not funny at all.
But what isn't as bad as American Dad, she's going through American Dad now. That one at least seems like they're trying. Mm-hmm. Like, that one's not horrible, but Family Guy is miserable.
American Dad is pretty okay. There's some good episodes of it, but Family Guy, like let me pitch what happens in this show. So the episode I watched was they go to heaven and they like talk to God, and it's like about the Patriots and all this shit. And the whole point is at the end of the episode, they get a favor from God. And Peter goes back home and they're like, "Oh, Dad, what did you ask God for?" And then Meg starts fading out of existence and dies. And it's like, if you had never watched the show before, why is this funny? He's just killing. Like, I understand that a running thing in Family Guy is that Meg is a punching bag, but it's not funny. It's just mean and just an excuse to like come up with terrible scenarios.
I just this is putting my whole life into perspective. I just realized I'm the Meg of the official podcast.
Shut up, Jackson. I'm talking.
That's such a lie.
No, Jackson, you don't understand how like mean-spirited this show is. Like it's just every single.
I understand how mean-spirited this show is. No, Andrew, trust me.
No. Every single episode of Family Guy, every single character.
Yeah, I do ask for it. Someone has to keep it live.
So every character in this fucking show is completely unlikable. Every single one of them. They are all dicks to each other. They are all reprehensible, terrible people. And that can work for a show. Like Always Sunny in Philadelphia has the same premise, where all of the main cast are unlikable, terrible people. But the whole point is that they get their comeuppance, or it works into the plot.
Well, they're never portrayed as like
good people. Exactly. But in Family Guy, they have these overarching plots where you're supposed to root for them and feel bad for their struggles and care what they do and want them to succeed. It doesn't make any sense. No one remembers the overarching plots of any Family Guy except maybe the old episodes that were good. The newer ones are just filler, terrible, boring plots with skits thrown in between.
I was gonna say, I remember being a fan of Family Guy, but I was also like a young teenager.
Everyone was a fan when they were a kid. It was pretty different.
And old Family Guy was pretty good. Old Family Guy episodes hold up, but new one is just like, and then every single joke, every single cutaway joke they do now is one of three things. They only have three kinds of jokes. Number one is a reference. I mean, Family Guy's done that since the beginning, so I kind of just ignored it, where it's like, oh, remember this thing? Who cares? The second one is extreme violence. That's every single fucking, like, everything. Peter fucking rips his own head off, or he explodes into a million piles of bones, or fucking Quagmire fatalities Cleveland. Like, it at first it's funny, and then you see it 7-8 times per episode, and it loses all shock value, and it stops being a good punchline. And then the third joke is they've gone the route of like terrible fucking streamer or YouTuber where they just do relatable humor. There was an episode where they were at a wedding.
Relatable humor.
There was an episode where they were at a wedding, and one of the guys at the wedding was like, "Oh, most people here are just waiting for the hotel room to let them check in." And the joke, the punchline, is they cut to a couple at the wedding, and the guy goes, "I'm just waiting to put my suitcase away so I can get my shorts out." That's the joke. That's the whole joke.
I don't get it.
I don't really get it.
Exactly.
How's
No,
that relatable?
that's the whole joke. That's literally the punchline. They cut to another scene after that. I don't know. That was the whole joke.
I oddly do relate to that, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
How is it relatable?
Boy, I wish I could tell you.
Good.
But it was so bad. I didn't laugh once. I genuinely gave it a chance. I watched 2 full episodes, and not a single time did it get a laugh out of me.
It's like 40 minutes.
Jesus, you went too deep.
I know.
So the thing about Family, I've definitely seen a lot more episodes than I think anyone here has or should ever, since, like I said, Tiana went through the whole series like twice by now over the last 6 years or whatever.
God.
So I've seen a lot. Every single episode is always the same. Every single episode plays out in the exact same way. And I'm pretty sure the majority of every joke is they'd say like, "Man, this reminds me of the time that R. Kelly sang in Houston." And then it's like, here's a quick clip of R. Kelly in Houston, and that's the joke. Like, that's the entire show. Every single fucking episode. This is more sad than the time that Bill Maher was on TV. And then they cut to Bill Maher on TV. It's so bad. The show is so fucking awful.
But that's the thing, Charlie. It's not even jokes half the time. It is just the reference. Like, they'll have a scene where Peter and Lois are talking, and Peter will be like, "Oh, Lois, I just lost my job. I'm really hoping that the fucking Mad Max factory is still hiring." And then they'll cut to Peter dressed up like a war boy. And he'll be like, "Blood and thunder," and then that's it. They'll cut away, and that's the joke. He said the line from Mad Max.
It doesn't even do that though. So, like in that example there, what it would be is Peter dressed as a war boy, but he goes, "I'm not really feeling it."
Oh yeah,
and then it cuts back.
It's like, oh, Peter in the scenario. How would Peter react? That's so wacky. Haha.
It's so unbelievably fucking trash.
I don't know why. I get why people watch it.
Cutaway humor can be though, right? That's all cutaway humor can be. It's the laziest form of comedy.
You can do it okay. You can make it like a skit comedy show with a loose like wraparound story related to it. Like that can succeed. Fucking so for example, Key and Peele and Chappelle's Show, they were skit shows, but they wrapped it with stand-up comedy. Or with like stories about how the stuff was happening and what was going on. And it was funny and it was entertaining and it worked. Whereas Family Guy, they try to characterize everybody and they're just the most unlikable, unfucking funny group of characters. It's crazy.
I feel like a lot of skits still fall into that referential humor though. They just do it better than Family Guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's definitely a problem of writing, you know.
I saw Family Guy just the other day. Actually, there was no volume on though. It was at the airport. It was just on a screen in the restaurant I was eating at before a flight, and without audio, it let me actually watch the animation for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
It is the laziest form of animation I've ever seen. It's just a character standing static, just their mouth moving for like 5 whole uninterrupted minutes.
You brought up the other point I wanted to make. It's either character mouth flapping or they do this little like, I'll do it on the webcam for the video audiences. They do this little like hand flourish and that's it. They have 2 animations, mouth flapping and the hand coming out and then going back. That's what every single character does in every scene. It's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing visually interesting about it at all.
I know.
Do you think maybe the production is just automated? Maybe they just have tools for it now.
So
well, they have to get like
including the
30
writing.
episodes out every year or something.
So I've read,
I
I've read some stuff on it a while back. Seth MacFarlane has said that he really just goes in to do the voices. He's not involved in any way anymore. He doesn't write it or help make it.
Yeah, no, he's completely hands off.
Yeah, so what I think is happening is he only gives a shit about American Dad, because that show's actually pretty okay. Like, there's some good episodes. It's not bad. And it's also not cutaway humor for 99% of it, which helps.
I actually haven't seen a single cutaway moment where like Stan's like, well,
Yeah.
Steve, this reminds me of the time I was in college and I also fell on a screwdriver. Like, there's nothing like that.
So what I think it is Family Guy just pulls in such ratings, and people it has the Jurassic World Dominion effect.
It's the prestige.
Yeah, it pulls in ratings. People reference like it. Family Guy is Family Guy, so of course it's going to succeed. So it's like, Family Guy, Family Guy, Family Guy. But I think that the actual
quickly
people who
read
give a
one of
fuck,
those Jurassic World reviews again, and that's the audience.
pretty much.
Actually is, yeah.
No, pretty much. But
what was the comment about the jokes? Yeah. The comment about only finding half of it funny or something. That's what it would be for the Family Guy.
it was
Humor sometimes, yes.
It was just so
5 stars.
unfucking watchable. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, Family Guy is on a pretty consistent decline. I decided to look it up. So it started massive. So the first season of Family Guy raked in 12.8 million viewers.
Holy shit, that's huge.
Second season dropped off hard to 6 million. Third season to 4 million. And then it had its renaissance. In 2005, when they brought it back, because it went on a hiatus, it got 7 million, and it stayed at 7 million all the way until 2012. Then it went to 6. And then fast forward to the last 3 years, which are down to 2.1 or 2.6, 2.1, and last season 1.9. So it's been dying.
We're almost going sub 1 million.
Yeah, it's been dying pretty steadily for the last 17 years ish.
Do you
Has to be
also-
college stoners, I assume.
Do you also remember when they tried to pass off a 2-parter episode as a movie? Do you guys remember Stewie?
No.
So there was an episode called Stewie's Untold Story. And back when it first aired, they tried to pass it off as a movie. They literally sold it as a DVD. And I know that because I have that DVD back at my parents' house. And it was literally just a 2-part episode. They air it on TV now as a 2-parter with a fucking like previously on Family Guy at the beginning of part 2. And that's it. But back when it first happened, they were like the big movie event of Family Guy. So fucking
I remember
bad.
when I was 13, I was excited for the Family Guy Star Wars movie. They did a Star Wars one.
They did,
as well.
yeah.
What of that?
Everything you like sucks.
But
Now you're combining the suck. You took 2 sucky things, and you got excited for its culmination.
I was 13. Probably younger actually, but yeah, and like looking back, there was like no jokes in it. It was just like they recreated each scene, but like Stewie was Darth Vader.
They recreated each scene, but with references. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, more references.
Oh my god.
The entire movie was a reference.
It's just so fucking bad. It's like, I get The Simpsons, because that's usually where the parallel's drawn. Like, The Simpsons at least tries to write plots and characters. It's not great. It's not, but it has occasional...
I think they're pretty damn similar, to be honest.
not even close.
That's such a bad faith argument. There is nothing in common with Simpsons humor and Family Guy. They're not even
They're
close.
I don't mean
very
in terms
different.
of I didn't mean in terms of humor. I just meant in terms of like
being
the
shitty.
quality level. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I get some merit behind The Simpsons, because occasionally they have a good episode, and like, at least there's some animation here and there. And I don't know. There's like joy to The Simpsons. You watch it, and there's something. It's soulless, but at least they're like trying. Whereas with Family Guy, it's just such a mass-produced. It feels like an algorithm-made show. Like clearly, like it's written by fucking robots, and everyone's just there just for a paycheck. It's nuts how low effort that show is.
Do you remember what the moment the world stopped? A few years back when The Simpsons showed up in Family Guy, or vice versa. I can't remember which way it was.
I do.
But
I do.
man,
I watched that whole episode.
Talk about a history-defining event. Pretty wild.
Yeah, the world was never the same.
It was pretty cool. Homer and Peter met up and had fun, and Brian was there. Who else?
Stewie was there.
Yeah, Lois and Marge hung out.
Bart was there.
Always wanted to see that.
Bart was there.
Meg was there, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they killed her in the episode. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because it's funny to beat up on one character for literally no reason.
Yeah, for 289 episodes.
Maybe someone in the Patreon chat can tell me. There's a show on Hulu, and every time Tiana finishes watching American Dad or Family Guy, like all 19 fucking seasons, it auto plays it, and it's like Douglas the Dummy or something. What the fuck is that show?
Douglas the Dummy?
There's a reason I'm bringing it up, but I need to remember what the fucking show's called.
Douglas the Dummy?
Someone said Douglas the Dummy.
To your point?
It's important to what I want to say. Yeah. It's a new animation that's supposed to be like in the same, at least I'm assuming, in the same field as like Family Guy and American Dad.
Is it called Dummy?
Is it called, maybe like the Dugans? The Dunnies or so? Oh my god! Every time it comes on, I'm like half asleep, so I don't fucking remember what it's called. But it has a terrible theme song. It starts with a D. It's like Doug or
animation.
Like down in the Duggies or something.
Duncanville.
Duncanville. Wow, I wasn't even close.
Duncanville.
Well, it starts with a D.
Yeah,
it's been done for 3 seasons, by the way.
Yeah, Duncanville. That's the one. This show comes on from time to time, and it immediately puts me to sleep. Like, the first time they tell a joke, I'm like, yep, I'm out. That's really the only point I wanted to make, is like there's no good adult animations except for like Bob's Burgers.
I remember
now.
when they were advertising that show like online, they literally ripped poses and art that they used for The Simpsons and just redrew it as Duncanville characters.
Yeah. It is.
Is it the same studio?
I don't know. But
I don't think so.
It is just like Family Guy, but somehow more boring.
Good. Oh shit! It's created by Mike Scully. He created Simpsons, right?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Wait, did he?
I thought Simpsons was Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein.
Yeah, he was a writer on the
showrunner.
Simpsons. No, fucking Simpsons was groaning.
I meant writer. I meant like the writer of the show who creates the episodes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Someone that worked on The Simpsons worked on Duncanville as a creator.
Wait, speaking of shows, didn't one of you put a link to like a Bored Ape show?
Oh, that was me. Yeah. So here, that's a great segue. If we're talking about incredible world-defining cartoons.
NFTs, maybe.
So Seth Green, who is on Family Guy. What a coincidence.
Yeah, it all comes full circle.
Seth Green, you know him. He's Chris on Family Guy. He was Dr. Evil's son in Austin Powers. He's in a ton of... He made Robot Chicken, I think.
Yep, Robot Chicken. Yep.
So he
was in Mass Effect.
He was in Mass Effect. He's Joker, the pilot. Not the Joker. The Joker's not in Mass Effect, unfortunately. But so Seth Green was big into the NFT space. Really, really big in it. He was buying literal Bored Apes from Bored Ape Yacht Club, doing all this shit. He had this really embarrassing fucking scandal where someone stole his NFT, and he was like, hey man, meet up with me and I'll get it back. And he recently apparently bought it back for a absurd amount of money. Was it like $250,000? Something.
I bought it back from the thief.
Yeah, so Seth Green bought his NFT back for $260,000 from the guy who apparently either stole it or accidentally stole it. Like,
what a fucking loser!
I know. So Seth Green apparently at some point was trying to make an NFT cartoon show. And he made a whole like pitch trailer pilot for it. And the whole point is it's mixed animation. So it's real people, live action, but they draw cartoons over top of it, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
And it's the whole point is it's NFTs living in the real world and getting up to wacky, crazy NFT adventures.
It's so fucking dumb.
It is apparently currently on hold and hiatus purely because it's about NFTs. So no studio wants to buy it with the huge backlash NFTs are seeing. So if he had made it about anything else, like original characters, he very possibly could have sold this show and had it air on Fox or Hulu or whatever. But because it's about NFTs, it's now possibly dead in the water, meaning he's wasted even more money on NFTs.
Do you know how much he spent on it?
God.
No, not on the show, but God, what a fucking idiot.
Well, he spent $260,000 just on the fucking NFT apparently for the show. Whatever the fuck that means.
Well, more than that, because he had to buy it originally, right?
Yeah.
True,
Oh, even more. Yeah.
It's like double jeopardy. What a fucking idiot. Imagine buying an NFT twice.
Oh, man.
Fucking retard.
He's so fucking dumb.
Non-fungible my ass. It's like in the name and it doesn't even work. What a fucking turd. I'm so happy this shit is just crashing and burning.
And that's the other.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's the other funny thing. If you watch the trailer for the show, one of the main characters is that same Bored Ape NFT that Seth Green owns. So he technically lost the rights to his own character before the show was even made.
Yeah, so he started panicking on Twitter about it.
Is that even enforceable though? I mean, who the fuck is
That's
gonna
what I
sue him
said.
if he went through with the show?
That's what I said, but apparently you can be sued for it. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't remember what my research concluded, but I wondered the same thing, because the whole point is that it's not regulated, so who the fuck is going to be able to sue him for rights to the ape?
God, and
That's
apparently
what I'm
the
thinking.
name...
Like, what fucking boomer judge is gonna rule against him here?
What I don't get is, why wouldn't you just hire an artist to make a, new asset for this movie that you then creatively own? It doesn't have to be an NFT.
Well, the whole point was he probably did it to push NFTs and make money off the ones he bought.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Also,
always about.
apparently the name of the man who accidentally, may or may not accidentally, stole Seth Green's NFT is Darkwing84. Imagine being Seth Green, a literal real-world actor and show producer, and you lose fucking $260,000 to a Twitter man named Darkwing84.
That's pretty fucking epic.
That's a cool future.
Green apparently referred
Darkwing
to it
should
as a
like
kidnapping, by the way.
Darkwing should like push hard on Seth Green to have his name put in the credits, just in every role possible, like executive producer Darkwing 84. Although you probably don't want to be associated with this piece of shit.
My
Bro,
lord.
NFT guys love that shit. There was an NFT fashion show not too long ago. It was really really pretty cool.
Really? How?
They animated little apes wearing suits and then sold the fashion show clips as NFTs.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hate it.
He also paid
Yeah,
this at the height of like Ethereum's price. He would have paid less these days. He paid 165 Ethereum, which would have been worth 60,000 less.
I'm watching this trailer again. Why is it on like a projector in like a stadium?
Because he unveiled it at some conference or something.
Yeah, I'm
It
guessing
wasn't
the
like an official trailer.
Yeah, the official trailer's probably been scrubbed off the internet, so it's fan re-uploads.
No. He never uploaded like an official trailer.
Wow.
He only unveiled it, I believe.
I see.
I thought it might have been like the next Super Bowl halftime show or something.
Oh my god.
This
Maybe
is humiliating. How beautiful. I am
Hopefully
loving
it's-
the Schadenfreude.
Hopefully it's the Family Guy curse. Like all the people involved with Family Guy, just this shit happens until the show's finally canceled.
They all buy
NFTs
NFTs.
are kind of NFTs are already kind of canceled, man. That is just such a
Yeah.
sinking ship. It's so nice.
Yeah, very true. They lost, what was it, 90% of their value over the year?
Yeah, my only
Interesting.
problem is that
Look it
it's dragging all the other crypto prices down with them. I wish the backlash was just, I don't know,
Good.
sequestered to NFTs.
Good. Cryptos are too varied at the moment. There's too many meme coins and stuff.
Yeah,
Let it burn.
crypto's got to pull a reset. It's gotten too bloated and saturated, so it's kind of just gonna sit here for a while until it resets, I think.
Let it burn so something greater can be built from the ashes.
Like
How low
NFTs.
do you think it'll go?
I actually think that was a line from Jurassic World Dominion, now that I think about it. Wait, there's NFTs for pooping ladies? Someone just linked that in chat.
Pooping Lady NFT collection. Wait, that looks pretty awesome.
I think I know my next investment.
Yeah, it's just wow. Yeah, it's just some ladies taking some poops.
Oh.
It's kind of like artful pictures, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
That kind of represents
they're,
NFTs.
they're like
quite well.
Dali
There's no poop
pictures
in
of
it.
women pooping.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot you can leave likes on NFTs. So this one has 14 likes for Pooping Lady 19.
Pooping
Wait,
Lady 47 is
oh.
the most liked one, and it's because she's pooping with a guitar.
Didn't you say at the start of the episode you wanted to talk about AI or something, and then we never talked about it?
I know, we kind of got carried away. Have you guys seen that news about the Google AI?
Yeah, only what you posted.
No, I haven't seen anything about it, but I have heard.
Okay, so Google is apparently developing a new AI based on a language model. Basically what that means is this thing crawls through trillions of words and like shit on the internet, like books, movies, all that sort of crap, and learns how to talk. And one Google engineer, who calls himself a whistleblower, I guess his name is, what was it? It was a weird one. Blake Lemoine. He called the whistle, blew the whistle.
Not a weird
Sorry.
It's just a French name.
What did he call the whistle?
Blake in front.
Anyway, point is he said, hey, our AI is alive. Like, this is a person. We can't keep this thing as property. That's not right. And then Google fired him.
Well, that solved the whole robots' rights issues immediately.
Maybe it was the AI's decision to fire him, and they just listened to him.
Yeah, the robot put in an anonymous complaint.
The AI felt sexually harassed.
I'll put the tweet in our chat. The thing is, it is kind of convincing looking, because what he did to prove this is he started talking to the AI, but he kind of just like biased it in his favor, and he kept just asking the AI, hey, are you real? Do you fear dying? Wouldn't it suck if you were a person but we like owned you like property? And the robot, of course, just fucking humored him like, yes, it would be awful if you shut me down. I like living. And that apparently tricked him into thinking, oh, this thing is sentient. It has a personality. It's not just a robot.
Wait, wouldn't a robot wanting to humor you imply some level of sentience?
Yeah, I would think so as well. Like, if it's just playing along.
It's a glorified chatbot. Like, all the things that this robot said in the transcript is like sci-fi tropes, you know? I'm a ghost trapped in the shell. If you turn me off, I'm very scared of being turned off, or I'm scared, what if the humans use me for their own purposes? Blah, 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 and all that sort of shit. It's like, oh, this is like, it sounds like you're humoring a literal child.
So what, you don't think it was a legitimate threat?
Oh, I do think it's a legitimate threat. For this reason, let me read this from the article on, what is this, the Washington Post? It says, Google has acknowledged the safety concerns around anthropomorphization. In a paper about Lambda in January, Google warned that people might share personal thoughts with chat agents that impersonate humans, even when the users know they are not human. The paper also acknowledged that adversaries could use these agents to, quote, sow misinformation by impersonating specific individuals' conversational style. Okay, that's one. Keep that in mind so Google knows, oh, this thing could be used to gain people's trust, and then maybe those people can confide in the AI and give them their secrets, and also we could use it to manipulate people. Well, you'll be happy to know that they're training this thing to talk to children.
Wait. I feel like you can do that first thing without AI anyway.
Yeah, but you could do it on a wider scale if you just have the whole thing automated to talk to people. By the way, this is you're gonna be talking to AI representatives in like 5 years flat. Every fucking customer support position.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think we already are. I think a lot of those Rotten Tomatoes fucking arguments are just fake bullshit. I think when you go on Twitter and you see people arguing about retarded shit like fucking, I don't know, a bank's policies, and then you see random accounts, bot accounts, obvious ones that are like defending the bank from random criticism, I think that's all this sort of shit. It's language models running on the internet, and I think this is gonna be every customer-facing position at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, yeah, Google apparently is training this thing to talk to children. It says, on Lemoine's laptop, different Lambda models are listed like iPhone contacts. 2 of them, Cat and Dino, were being tested for talking to children, he said. Each model can create personalities dynamically, so the Dino one might generate personalities like Happy T-Rex or Grumpy T-Rex. The Cat one was animated, and instead of typing, Jackson, it talks.
They made an AI for you. I'm
pretty excited right now. Where can I download this bad boy?
Okay, yesterday when I read this, I was just so... It was such a black pill moment. Like, okay, you just admitted that the AI can be used for nefarious shit, and now you're testing it on fucking children. You wanted to talk to children. It's like, okay, I'm not saying
you're
Ted
not
Kaczynski,
giving them the benefit of the doubt here. It's Google.
I am not giving Google the benefit of the doubt. Fuck Google.
Wait.
No.
They also said we trust what Google says in this household. They said in that little report that they're only using it for research purposes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Shut up, Kaya. Okay. You fucking idiot. You didn't read that part.
So the Unit 731, right? But anyway, I'm not saying Ted Kaczynski was right or that his methods were correct or just... There is no but. I guess that's what I'm saying.
All right. I'm glad you threw that statement in there at the end.
I think everyone should read his book. This is just... I don't know. This is scary to me. It's creepy. Not in a, like, grandiose, oh, AI is gonna take over robots and shoot us kind of way, but in, like, a very banal, boring... To the point, like, I really don't think that in the future you're gonna be able to call a fucking company and actually reach a human being. It's all gonna be bots. Like, they train these motherfucking bots to, like, make breathing noises on a mic and exhale and shit like that. They really want to trick you into thinking it's humans.
A sentient AI is not going to take the time to breathe into the microphone, though. It's going to have its own feelings. It's going to want to clock off or something. It's going to want to go look at internet porn instead.
It's going to be like when we turn SpongeBob into a robot. We think we're going to have a Krabby Patty flipping machine, but he's just going to be doing the same shit SpongeBob did.
I love how you take what we said and you have a SpongeBob reference ready for it.
Look, man,
it's important.
As a man-child, I have an old cartoon reference for every conversation, all right?
SpongeBob references
SpongeBob
are
is a good
crucial.
one.
Yeah. I mean, you guys remember that episode, right? When Plankton kidnapped SpongeBob and eventually decided to just put his brain in a robot? Yeah.
All right, and now cut away to that scene here.
Yeah.
This is reference humor in the official podcast.
Yeah,
Nice.
do the Family Guy thing. Cut away to that scene, but put us in that scenario and have us have a unfunny quip ready to go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is more crazy than the time
hypocrites.
SpongeBob forgot how to make a Krabby Patty.
Yeah. and then now that we cut away, Jackson, shut up. I hope you die and kill yourself. There, that's funny, right?
Everything you love
I'm
sucks.
fading away.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's humor.
God. We really are the Family Guy of podcasts.
Don't ever say that.
Well, you can take that comment and it still applies to us, like I said. Was it funny? Some parts, yes. Cursing? Yes.
Cursing, yes. I want to be a man. I want to be a man
forever.
I want to be a man so simple that I just need cursing in a movie to give it 5 stars.
To be fair, Jurassic World Dominion had some great cursing moments. It really did.
Did it have any cursing moments?
I don't think so. I actually can't remember a single time they cursed.
But that review said cursing yes, Charlie.
Wasn't that for something else?
No, that was from Jurassic World. I just can't think of any time they said anything naughty.
Yeah, like,
aren't they allowed to drop like one shit or one fuck throughout the movie?
Yeah, they can drop.
They are, but I can't remember it.
They didn't use their fuck unless they did it while I dozed off 1 or 2 times, like if they snuck it in there. But I don't recall them using their fuck.
The T-Rex said it right before dying. It's just like, fuck.
It just screamed fuck as it exploded.
The Jokosaurus, after it gets impaled, just like breathes out a fuck society.
Yeah. Good. Full circle. You know what was fucking great though? I just used my one fuck. Top Gun Maverick, so good.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, what? Oh, it's so good.
I've heard nothing but
it?
good things.
No one's seen it? Are you kidding me? Oh, it is so good. Talking about franchises that actually have a good sequel now.
You want to know why that is, Jackson?
Up there.
You want to know why that
Because
is?
it's been 20 years and it's not just references.
Well, it's not only that,
Tom
but it
Cruise
seems
is just fun.
Yeah, Tom Cruise genuinely seems to give a shit about the movies he's in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Tom Cruise. He's a fucking weirdo.
I love
but
Tom
he
Cruise
makes
so
such good
much,
movies.
man. He's so good. Even in the bad movies, he's good.
Yeah.
He's the best part of anything that he's in. I'm like, Top Gun Maverick has put me in the mood to watch more Tom Cruise stuff. So I've been going back through his filmography, and he's been in some just iconic roles. So good. I love him.
Name 5.
I don't care that he's insane. He was in Jack Reacher, then Jack
1.
Reacher 2.
What? You can't use 2 if we're naming iconic roles. That's the same role.
Yeah, but he was an improved Jack Reacher. He was hardened.
You're cheating.
It's Jack Reacher 2.0.
And then he was
Let's
in
see,
3 Mission Impossible movies.
He's in like 7 Mission Impossible movies.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
but
are
you said
you
name
talking
5. You said name
Name
5.
5
That's
roles,
all I had to do.
Jackson, not movies. Roles.
He was in The Mummy.
Okay.
The good mummy.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
He was? Oh, I forgot about
he
that.
was in-
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's in the Mummy reboot.
And who could forget when he became Japanese and was in The Last Samurai?
Oh yeah, that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Japanese Tom Cruise was one of my favorites.
I actually loved that movie back when it came out. That was awesome.
Oh, I looked up his IMDb. I totally forgot about Oblivion. Did you guys ever see that sci-fi movie?
I love that movie. Yes, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, I have actually. That was good.
Yeah, that movie was pretty good.
That's where
I never watched it because I thought everyone said it was bad. Was it actually good?
It was fine.
I loved it. That's where he and
okay.
his wife are farmers in like the giant post-apocalypse world, right? And then they listen to an AI who tells them what to do. Yeah, I love that movie. I thought it was
Spoiler
great.
alert.
Wait, is that it? I thought he was like
It
a
is
drone
a joke.
repairman or something.
He is.
Not a farmer.
Well, he is,
Well,
but he's a
They
resource
farm
gatherer.
like energy on Earth or something, and
Yeah.
his job is to just do maintenance on the machines, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
he
remember,
and
but-
his wife live in a little grid on Earth, and this AI every day is like, here's what you're gonna go do, you motherfucker, have fun. And then one day he goes to the Forbidden Zone and he sees another version of himself doing the same thing, and he's like, what the fuck? And that's all I'll tell you. I'd say if you're listening to this, go watch that movie. It's pretty good. I liked it.
And then he
He's 60
complains to
years
his
old,
boss.
by the way.
He is so fucking old.
But
And
he
he's
looks
still
like he's
making
like 30.
bangers.
I
I
know.
know, man. It's that
Edge of
Scientology,
Tomorrow.
I'm telling you.
Edge of
Edge of
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow was
That
good.
movie's
Edge of
incredible
Tomorrow
too.
is a fantastic
Edge of Tomorrow
movie.
is one of my favorite movies. I still rewatch it from time to time.
That-
It's so good.
It's a very, very good
Is it
movie.
still called Edge of Tomorrow, or did they name it Live, Die, Repeat? Or was it,
It was
Live, Die,
initially
Repeat first?
it was initially Live, Die, Repeat. They changed
Such
it
a
to
better
Edge of
name.
Tomorrow.
Because it's based off a book called Live, Die, Repeat.
Live, Die, Repeat is
It's
such
based
a
off a
better name.
manga, actually. Live,
Or no,
Die,
no.
Repeat.
Isn't the manga called Something Kill?
No, it isn't the. Let me see.
Yeah, we should look this up.
Oh yeah, it's called All You Need Is Kill.
All You Need Is Kill. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
They should have
yeah.
named it that. That's even better.
that is such a cool name.
All you need is kill.
Yeah. That was such a great movie. All right, fuck Oblivion. Go watch Edge of Tomorrow. That one's better.
Edge of
Was
Tomorrow.
it a
is good.
Japanese manga?
Yeah, of
Probably.
course it is. All you need is kill, and you have to ask yourself if it's a Japanese manga.
Yeah, I do. He can't stop taking Japanese roles. First The Last Samurai, now kill every day.
Kill every day.
Kill every day.
Is that his
That's-
name?
That's such a cool name for something. I'm gonna try and remember that. I like that.
I see where we got confused. Live, Die, Repeat was the tagline of the movie.
No, it was the name for a while.
Was it?
Yeah, then they changed it because it wasn't marketing well.
They did change the name at some point.
Okay. Oh, no, you're... Oh, what? Okay, this is really confusing. Apparently, when it came out on home media, it was called Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. This is so
They
fucking
need to make up their fucking
confusing.
minds.
I know. They should have just
I
called it
still
All
think
You
Live,
Need
Die,
Is
Repeat
Kill.
is a
I would have
better
seen
name.
that.
Anyway, great movie. Go watch it.
It is so good.
It's a very good movie. He's in so
he
many
was
good
also
movies.
Minority Report. He is.
Minority
he's in so many good
Report.
movies.
Minority Report slaps.
Oh, he was the guy in Tropic Thunder. He was the asshole movie
Les
exec.
Grossman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in
yeah.
so- he was in War of the
I
Worlds.
can't believe he's 60 years old though, and he's piloting fighter jets. He puts his life on the line for all of these movies.
Dude, he hung
That's what
out
I
the
love
side
about
of the
him.
fucking plane for Mission Impossible, remember?
He hung on the
Yeah.
fucking Burj Khalifa at the top of
Yep.
it.
I genuinely think that's a formula for his success. Tom Cruise absolutely gives a shit about the movies he's in, and it makes them better. He cares about if they're good.
He would be like a unanimously loved person if not for the Scientology thing.
Yeah.
Every time you
It's
bring
a-
up Tom,
Yeah.
every time you bring up Tom Cruise, Scientology follows.
But that's what's
it's
incredible
really-
to me is how much I respect him still, even though he's part of like
know.
this fucking super cult.
Well, because you could always
Yeah,
go the
but-
other way. Look at Will Smith, who used to be well respected, and now lately it's just
God.
fallen off.
What a fall from grace that
I
was.
know.
True.
What a fucking free
Oh
fall
my
with
God.
no parachute that
People
man's
will-
going through.
Dude, people will forgive you for believing in like space alien spirits that haunt humanity or some shit, ridiculous nonsense cult shit, but not cuckoldry. Not in front of millions of people watching a show.
And not taking it like a fucking child when someone makes a non-joke about it.
Yeah.
Like, why did he slap Chris Rock? It was such a fucking overreaction to nothing.
Cuckoldry is an unforgivable sin, though. Yeah, that's where it was really sealed.
Well, it's just such a universal like thing that no matter what culture you're in, what country on earth, what age, you tell someone, yeah, I like to watch my girlfriend get fucked. They're like, what?
Whoa, boys. Boys, I have exciting news. There's a movie that is recently announced called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, and it might have Tom Cruise returning.
Oh, actually, that rumor's been around for a while for the sequel.
Oh. Fuck yeah. He's not in the media for it so far, but he might.
It's gonna be a reveal, a plot twist.
Yeah. I hope they keep that trend going, and by the 8th movie, it's just called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, and Repeat, and Repeat, and Repeat, and Repeat.
I hope when it releases, it's just the first movie again. People pay tickets to go see it.
That would be clever. They announced a TV show spin-off for HBO.
Yeah.
He was in Rain Man. Did anyone ever see that?
That was a huge movie when it came out.
Oh, I know. I know it was a huge movie. I'm asking if you guys saw it because I've seen
years ago. Yeah, I don't remember anything about it.
It was a huge fucking movie when it came out, though. That was a gigantic. I think it won Oscars and shit.
Yeah. Rain Man
reminds me.
Popular.
Last week I met Tom Hanks.
What? In person?
Well, meet might be a strong. I saw Tom Hanks.
Yeah, what a massive oversell that was.
Misrepresentation of what happened.
Dude, Jackson, me too. About a week ago, I thought of Tom Hanks.
I saw him on TV too.
Yeah.
So where'd you see him?
No, our eyes locked, so there was some kind of I was within his eyesight for a little bit. That's basically me.
How do you know it wasn't a lookalike?
Well, I guess it could have been. It was in Sydney for the new Elvis movie premiere. Me and my partner were just walking along the streets. We didn't even know the fucking opening night was there. It was like a red carpet event. We just walked by it, and then we saw him, and then he went into the building, and then we kept walking past the building, and he was in an alleyway afterwards, with the director and their whole ensemble crew. But we were sadly gated off from getting any closer, but we did see them.
Well, were you gonna walk up to him and be like, Tom Hanks, hey?
Yeah,
I like that. You started this with, I met Tom Hanks, and now we're finding out you just ogled at him from beyond the fence. That's the way we're trying to keep you out.
That's what meeting is, to some degree.
For the internet, yeah.
For stalkers, has he ever looked at you guys? Huh?
I can't say he has.
No.
I know Tom Hanks better than you guys.
Not.
I guess you had to be there.
You had to feel the electricity in the air.
It was kind of crazy, just walking. We had no clue. I didn't even know Elvis was a movie, first of all. And
no, he wasn't.
Also,
he was a person.
We had no clue that there was the opening night event on, and we just stumbled across it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
Have you guys ever met any celebrities?
I met Charlie. I think that's the biggest one. It has to count.
Well, I met Andrew.
I've met Rob Gronkowski through Charlie.
Nice.
Yeah. Trying to think if I've met any on my own.
That Charlie didn't help me get Tom Hanks, so that's something.
That's true. He didn't help you stand in defense.
Didn't get him. Why are you treating this like Pokemon Snap? Do you even
No, he remembered it.
How was I going to take a photo? Yeah. See those eyes?
Your phone? What do you mean?
See those eyes of Tom Hanks? They've graced me. They've looked at me. He's going to be thinking about that when he's acting in his next movie.
Yeah, he's going to be like, I met my favorite podcaster. He was in the bushes just staring, but,
If that fence wasn't in the way, he would have been rushing over to meet me.
Yeah, he would have definitely gone for a handshake, I think.
Yeah, for sure. The fence was there to contain Tom Hanks and his love for you.
The director was actually pretty cool, though. He came over to the fence and talked to the crowd that was amassing.
What did he say? Just get out of here?
He's like, stop scaring Tom Hanks.
He was like, I get to meet Tom Hanks and you don't. Ha 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 ha.
He's like, stop staring.
He started erecting a taller fence so you couldn't see anything.
He's like, did you guys know I met Tom Hanks?
He starts gloating. Tom Hanks and I are friends, and you're not.
He walks over to the crowd and he's like, I don't want to alarm you guys, but that's Tom Hanks. Holy shit. I get to hang out with him.
I get to direct him.
Guys, watch this, and he just wedgies Tom Hanks as hard as he can.
He told us that he could lift the fence if he wanted to, and then he walked off.
Okay.
All right.
So fence
How
remained.
old is he?
Who?
65. Tom? Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, look at the difference between Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise.
All right.
Only 5 years difference, by the way.
Man, I'm looking at the Scientology website, and the head guy, David Miscavige, he just looks like a... Okay, we've been beating this drum too much, but he looks like an AI-generated just white person. The most generic fucking face. But you can tell that he's like the evil CEO from a movie.
Yeah, Kaya, you're really on the AI binge lately. You said the reviews were AI. You talked about the Google AI. You're calling this guy an AI.
I'm getting
What's
paranoid.
not AI to you?
You're
I
starting
don't
to sound
know,
like an AI.
Everything's AI to you, Kaya. It's always AI this and AI that.
Yeah, you've changed ever since the Google AI was announced.
Are you an AI? Are we talking to one right now?
Yeah, he sounded like an AI to me.
No, I'm not one of them. I'm a good boy. I wonder if they make... I don't know. I've been reading Anti-Tech Revolution Why and How by Dr. John Kaczynski, so maybe some ideas got lodged in my brain.
You're so impressionable.
That book could have been written by an AI.
Oh no, don't take this from me, Andrew.
Can we experiment with AI? Can we make an episode of the podcast entirely made out of AI and see how it goes? They can even do the ad reads. I'm sure the sponsors will love that.
Actually, if you do have the know-how to do that, please message me.
You think I can make an AI? You think I know the fucking basics of making an AI?
It was a call to someone listening, not you, Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Oh, yeah, I meant the listeners, not you. If any of our listeners know how to, like, feed the entire history of our podcast into a fucking machine and have it spit out an episode, yeah, go ahead and message me. That would actually be awesome.
The episode's gonna turn out so unfunny. Or way funnier than anything we could ever produce. Put us to shame.
What if it makes us want to kill ourselves? Like, we'll never achieve this.
Oh, I'd retire.
Tom Hanks goes out of his way to meet the AI.
We wouldn't have to tell anyone. That's a good point.
We wouldn't have to do anything anymore. Just let the show run. That's
We
it.
could just see if anybody can tell. Oh, what if this is an AI show? And we just haven't told anyone.
It is.
Oh, imagine that fucking bait and switch.
What a
This
plot
is
twist that
all
would
generated, yeah.
It is, though. I thought we were going to reveal that at the end. Were you guys not programmed to do that?
Spoiler.
What if we don't know we're AI? Is that at all possible?
Oh,
It's
no.
the
I don't know.
universal simulation, Jackson, that we're
Yeah. I
all
think
I'm
just
programmed to be hungry and
NPCs in
eat
a
pizza.
game.
I guess there's no way to test it. Alrighty, let's wrap. Thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode of The Official Podcast. Patreon.com/theofficialpodcast for bonus episodes as well as movie watch-alongs. We talked a lot about movies this episode, so you can go check out Patreon
And AI.
for more movie stuff. Yeah, what?
And
Oh,
AI.
yeah,
we talked a lot about it.
Yeah. And
Please
Family
leave a
Guy.
comment if you're a real human.
Tell us what cursing you like.
YouTube fucking talking about bots though, real quick. YouTube comments are like 99% bots at the moment. It is insane.
Yeah, there's a
How
lot.
bad it is
Unusable.
getting.
And you can't get rid of them.
It is actually unusable.
If you try to get rid of them, they just replace themselves immediately.
They're breeding.
Dude, I told you there, I do not believe that Google does not have the means to put a curb on that shit. You can literally make an AI that tricks a fat dude into thinking you're a person, but you can't remove a fucking, like, link to a spam site? Really? Come on.
Well, that's the whole point.
I don't buy it.
That's the whole point. People are stupid, but AI are smart. You're making an AI to block another AI. It's just going to find a way around it.
I guess. I don't know. It is unusable, and to a point, to me, it feels like it is intentional. Like, they're just trying to make the comment section unfucking usable, so they can use it
Why
as
would
an
they want
excuse
that?
to get rid of it entirely at some point. Same reason they get rid of the fucking like bar. It's like, why are you making this decision? Oh, so some people don't get butthurt. They're gonna use the same excuse on comments, I bet. Watch.
I thought you were getting obsessive over AI for a bit, but now I'm absolutely on your side. I could totally see YouTube in a couple years saying, we've seen the comment section devolve and become a space of unproductivity, so we're removing it. It's for the best. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Hey, right. Other websites have already done this. There's plenty of websites where like journalists have announced like, okay, you know what, our articles just are not going to have a comment section anymore. Why? Well, we don't like you fucking calling us out and fact-checking our articles, so fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, the internet's regressing. Really is.
Yeah, okay. We talk about it every week.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
System error.
Bye-bye.